Gainey takes to the podium with Keno Lilly Jr. as well as the head coach of the Bears, Mike Martin. And now we send it over to the podium to hear from the head coach.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Well, I thought we were much better, clearly, offensively in the second half. Less turnovers. We still had a couple, but first half, I thought, we were sloppy offensively. Let them, they really gave us trouble with their speed and their ball screen offense. I thought Pat did a really good job of preparing them, putting them in situations offensively to go against our ball screen defense. But when the ball goes in the basket like it did in the second half, we don't turn it over. It makes for a simple game, and obviously, our guys since Keno was feeling it, and we found him, and we tell him every day, if you're open, shoot it. He's never going to get yelled at for shooting it. He may get yelled at for not shooting it. He's such a good shooter, but he's more than that. He's a great player, a great playmaker, and really happy and excited for him and all of his teammates. I give them a ton of credit as they continually went to him and found him in the second half.
Keno, I got to ask you, you hit 4 straight threes in that second half. Your freshman year, when the crowd was getting into it, I see Jalen nodding his head right now. What was it like for you to light it up from beyond the arc and especially feed off of a college crowd?
I mean, it felt great. It felt great. That's all I can say. It felt great. First time. So, it felt good. Hopefully it happens more.
Now, Keno, I understand in practice you're often urged by your teammates to shoot more. After what I saw, Jalen saying yes. After what we saw today, do they still need to keep pushing you to get it up there?
I don't think so. I think I'll shoot it more. It was going in today. Hopefully I keep playing off that.
Jalen, you guys, I think you got back into this game because of your defense. You were down by 8, maybe 4 minutes into the second half, and then you guys really seemed to ratchet it up on the defensive end, and that led to good offense on the other end. Do you agree with that?
I agree. In the beginning, ball screen defense wasn't good. We was letting them just get downhill, do what they want. Second half, we picked it up. We was forcing turnovers. We was scoring in transition, and I think it was all because of defense.
And I know it was a tough preseason for you, but it looks like you're getting your legs and maybe your wind back, right? Some time with injury, illness. How do you feel?
I feel good. I felt good bouncing back today. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm getting there. Felt good.
Coach Scott just mentioned it, but what was the key to the defense really ramping up in the second half and forcing more turnovers?
Yeah, I thought guys did a really good job, but Kimo Ferrari gave us huge minutes off the bench. Perry Cowan, I thought his minutes defensively, kind of directing the ball where we wanted it to go instead of letting them, change sides as often as they did it early on. And then, consistently, obviously, David Mitchell was terrific on the ball, helping, getting loose balls. And those that, like, when we went on our run, it was Keno for 3 a lot, and it was us turning them over, and it was defense leading the offense. And then, obviously, I mentioned all those guys. Jalen, when he's at the back of our defense, that changes a lot of stuff at the rim, too. So it was a combination of all those things.
Mike, did you sense any frustration at the half? Because you were certainly playing hard enough. Like Jalen said, maybe defense, you just had to change a few things on the ball screens. But offensively, you played pretty well, and yet, just couldn't gain control of that game.
Yeah, I thought their plan was good. Like, they kind of packed it in. They kind of forced us. They were really collapsing anytime. We thought we had a size advantage. We tried to go inside to Jalen. We tried to go inside to Dan. We tried to go inside to Nana. But they did a good job of really helping. And we kind of needed to make some shots to open it up a little bit, and obviously that happened in the second half. The one thing I would say offensively, we were sloppy in the first half. The 8 turnovers is too many. For this team to be good, I've said it to a lot of people, we have to take care of the basketball and make open shots. And I think if, we talked about it earlier, Kevin, if we have the right guys shooting, we're a good shooting team. If we can take care of the basketball, then I think our ceiling becomes much higher.
Mike, what's the key to start the season in terms of, you have so many games, like rapid fire. It almost seems like every other night, you've got the game here Tuesday night, you go down to the Virgin Islands, you come back, right up until the exam break, you guys are going to be playing frequently. What's going to be the key to kind of managing that rigorous schedule?
Well, like, obviously being smart and pacing our practice, but our depth helps, right? We have, a lot of different guys who can play. Tonight it was kind of Perry and Keno off the bench, and Kemo, Aaron Cooley obviously gave us good minutes too, but like, it's a lot of, it can be different guys, different nights. And I like our versatility and flexibility, to play different styles. Today I thought their speed was giving us some issues, so I thought we had to kind of counter that and maybe go a little bit smaller than we normally do. That's why we started the second half with Keno instead of Nana, just to try to combat their speed. And we have that versatility. And when T comes back, we're only going to have more depth.
Jalen, I want to come back to you. How has it been with your relationship with Nana so far this season, having a couple really big guys who can lock down defensively? Have you guys developed a good rapport in practice?
Yeah, Nana's my boy. Good competitor, and he works hard. He does what he's supposed to do, and it helps me because being a good competitor, he pushes me in practice, I push him, and it just correlates together.
That'll do it for Coach Mike Martin, Keno Lilly, and Jalen Gainey. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.